Namaste, I'm Archana Pami. Welcome back to my channel. This is the how-to for the square yin yoga pose. In layman terms, it's the cross-legged forward bend pose. So for this, again, there are a lot of props that I have. I'm going to demonstrate how you could get into this pose easily, how you could get into them intense stretch. So find what works best for you. So the actual pose is where you would cross your legs, beginning with the right on the top, placed above the left ankle, and the right feet placed above the left knee. So now this is what forms the square, and from here we are going to bend forward. So if you find this itself intense, you could obviously use a cushion to support the knee between both the places, or if you feel your knee is still lifting off the mat, some of you may find this too intense, so you could place a cushion here, or you could place a block here, and you could place a cushion on the other knee. So this itself in itself is a posture, and you could stay here. This is going to deal with outer hip rotation, so you are supplementing that deep stretch with blocks and cushions, so you don't feel much pain. Keep your feet flexed forward, which means the toes are pointing inwards, and you could place your arms by your side and your back is stretched, and this in itself is a complete. Now taking this to a next step, if you are comfortable in this, what we are going to do is going to approach the forward bend. So taking the block and placing in front of me, I'm getting into the square pose. The feet is flexed, knees and the ankles are stacked on top of each other, lightly tilting the pelvic forward so that we can bend forward, walking the hands in front of me, and then placing the forehead on the block. Now you can see there is a compression happening with my back stretching, right? If this feels intense, you could simply place the arms right in front of you and keep your back straight and neck relaxed. Otherwise, you might tend to over hunch. You don't have to over hunch. It's just to get this bend happening here from the hip and not the upper spine bending further, right? So we're just going to be here just to relax the head. I'm using this. If you don't want that, find a bolster. You can stack two bolsters and you could place your hands on top of them, or even you could just place your hands on top of the bolster and hang your head. Otherwise, you will tend to slouch. Don't slouch. So you could do any of these. Now if this also feels easy, another way to intensify this is to move the block to the left side when the right leg is on top. We're going to add a twist into the bend. So I'm just going to twist and bend forward. This will deepen the stretch, and there is also a light twist happening of the spine. So there are so many variations. You could stack pillows, you could stack cushions, you could stack blocks under to achieve the square pose. You could also walk forward and bend. You could also keep the block to the side and intensify this forward bend. So I prefer this. I'm going to stay in this now for a minute and a half. Crawl, crawl, crawl. Place the bend. Relax. A gentle reminder, keep breathing, inhale, exhale. slowly push the palms back, using that to gently lift the back and straighten the back. Place the arms behind and gently lift your chest up. This will help straighten the back because of the deep bending that we just did. Now, we did it on the right side, so we have to do it on the left side. So switch the legs. Place the left knee on top of the right feet, and the left feet is stacked on top of the right knee. Toes flexing inwards, toes pointing towards the legs, and again placing the block, or if you feel comfortable, just place the cushions under and just stay in this pose, keeping the spine straight. Now folding forward, walking the arms forward. As you can see, I was able to place my head on the block easily on the right side. Now with this on the left side, it's slightly intense, so you could stack another block. I don't have a block right now, so I'm just going to use a cushion and support it and stay here for about a minute and a half. Slowly inhale, lift the head up. Walk the palms behind one at a time, so you're able to slowly straighten the back. Place the arms behind and lengthen the back, and release from this pose. Now this pose is very good for working the lower back and also a very good external hip rotation, and because of the forward bend, it is also very beneficial for digestion. Now I wouldn't recommend this for those people who are suffering from sciatica or lower back issues because of the deep bend that we are doing. However, if you can just stack the legs and sit straight, that itself should do it. But some of them may have sciatica with a nerve inflammation along the legs as well, which might make it difficult to do even the hip opening, in which case feel free to use the cushions to support, so there is not much of pressure. But at the same time, this also helps because it is going to open the hip and work the lower back. So it's a yes and a no. I wouldn't strongly recommend those who are suffering from severe sciatica and lower back pain to do it. But if you have milder ones, then I would recommend you sit in this pose and just place your arms and use that to lengthen the back and strengthen the back. For those who are comfortable otherwise, feel free to place a prop like a bolster or a block and then approach the forward bend. And even if you can't approach fully, just place your palms and just approach the pelvic tilt at the lower back to just feel the stretch. Hope this was beneficial and you now know how to do the square pose or the cross-legged forward bend. Namaste.